What's the hidden truth? Somebody wants you. All right, so let's tap into this energy and see what they have to say or won't say. All right, let's ask the angels, saints, ancestors, spirit guides into our energy for divine guidance, messages, and truth. The hidden truth. All right, let's do this. I love you. Aww, somebody loves you. What else do they want to say? I love you unconditionally. I wonder if you're happy without me. I want you. What else do they want to say? It's gonna be good, y'all. I feel you even though we are apart. I wish things could be different. I hide behind material things. Just being near you is intoxicating. I am afraid to contact you. I lost myself for a little while. I wish I could take back my words. I am grateful for the spiritual lesson. Finding out the truth crushed me. I hope that you can forgive me one day. It's time for me to heal now. My life is not as together as it seems. We will be together again. I can't stop thinking about you. You and I were too young. I bury myself in work to forget about you, and you speak to me through music. Okay, I regret lying to you, and sometimes I lay awake thinking about you. I left when I saw you with someone. So someone left from a perspective of jealousy and envy. They're becoming or need to become a better person. And just in case you were questioning, they knew exactly what they were doing. They knew exactly what they were doing. They understand that you are the best thing that they've experienced. You're leaving them behind and they can feel it. So many of things remind you of each other, and they're trying really hard to not react and respond or engage when people mention you. Like, they're trying not to be triggered. So if you want to know like what's up with that person, that'd be what's up. Okay, so we're gonna get some other cards here. We're gonna use the Romance Angels deck. Okay, we're gonna turn this into a love reading. And since this is all unfolding over here, what's in store for you next? Letting go of control issues, perhaps. You're going to be making the effort. Okay. You're calling in a soulmate. Yodelee. Okay. I feel like it's going to be very flirtatious. Okay. What do we have for them? After experiencing that cycle, must have been a difficult one, must have been one that was like heavily rooted in self-love. I feel like very soon, okay, time-wise, clearly decide what you want, okay, so that it comes to you. So focusing on the positive. Okay, focusing on the positive. Let's see. All right. 527. That's an angel number for me. I see it every day. Oh, this could be the one. It says you've already met the romantic partner that you seek. Interesting. They're going to feel familiar. Okay, or they're going to be of familiar. So it may be someone you meet through someone else, or it's like you're going to have this like kinship. It's going to be cute. Very cute. Like adoring, you know? Yeah, look, adoring. Woo, hot tamales. Your feelings are going to be real and worth exploring. That's amazing. Sorry, I'm feeling a little today. Okay, what do we got? What is this? Ooh, I feel like someone wants to recapture romance with you. They may want to, I feel like they want to allow your inner youthful spirit and fun to shine. Someone is wearing a false mask in this relationship. Okay, that's confusing. Can you clarify that? Oh, what I'm getting is like someone from the past has these fond memories of you, and they want to get back into your energy, and they want to pretend like nothing happened. That's what they're trying to say. Is that what you're trying to say? Okay. Cool. I feel like they feel this coming in. Oof, they can feel it. It makes them very uncomfortable. Okay? Yeah, look at, they're very uncomfortable. All right, releasing the X, okay? This time has come to clear your energy. Addictions are affecting your romantic life, okay? Or this has affected this person's life. It could have been a deal breaker in a situation. I feel like there's something coming in that's like magnetic, okay? Strong magnetic pull, push and pull. Maybe you're dealing with this person. I feel like engagement, your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment with this new person. I feel like this is gonna be like magical, okay? And then it has some roots here, and it's like around the belief system. So whatever your belief systems are, I'm getting like this is gonna be deeply rooted. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So you're going to have some common ground. All right. I feel like this is, you know, I feel like this person's not going to have the red flags. That came in reverse. You want me to take it in reverse? Yeah. So what I'm getting with this being in reverse, it's like they're going to help you heal through some of your triggers, some of your traumas, some of your, you know, challenges that you've had to deal with when it comes to trusting people. I feel like they're going to want to build trust. So I feel like that's a priority if that's what you're looking for, you know, like obviously you want to trust your partner. If you can't trust the person you're with, then why are you with them? I don't get it. Yeah. Once trust is broken, it's really tough to, it's doable, but depends on what the situation is. I feel like it's safe for you to love, okay? And it's new love, just to confirm. A new person is going to stir your romantic feelings if they have not already. All right, open your heart and give and receive the highest energy of all. So it's like being open to give and receive love, okay? And there is going to be some sort of, you know, beautiful, like, bliss, okay? Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So this could be either just kind of getting away from it all or going on a trip or having a beautiful experience. I feel like, you know, this very much can be what's ahead for you guys. How awesome. Interesting. Let's see what else we can get. Thank you. We're gonna use the Intuit deck. Okay, let's see. Let's do a quick shuffle. This is a good deck if you're looking for something kind of like visual as well as like educational all at the same time, depending on like, I find that I do really well with something with like pictures and then the words can help. But I find that like I'm really strongly like clairvoyant, so I'll do really well with like things that kind of like I visually can connect with. So it all depends on the person and what you like, and you know, it's your journey, it's your personal journey. There's no like right or wrong way to do it. So I feel like people tend to like, oh, I can't do it, I feel like I'm gonna do it wrong. Like, get in there. Like, you don't know until you get in there. You gotta get your hands wet. Yeah. Ace of Wands, a passionate start. Bottom of the deck energy. Okay, so this is like beautiful, beautiful energy here. Okay. Two of Swords. There could be something that like may cause some sort of indecision, right? Having to choose between this or that. So what's the this or that? I feel like it's a go for it. Like this is for you, whatever it is. Okay. Two of Swords, Ace of Wands. The Magician. No kidding. Wow. Resourceful creator. Influence. Someone who's very resourceful. This could have been something that you manifested. It's now coming into your reality. And it's going to be like, oh, I have to do something out of my comfort zone. You're going to be like, did I really ask for this? Oh boy, tell me more about this. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, this is about like laying a foundation, maybe studying something, even like hard work, ambition, potential. This is really cool. Yeah, I feel like something's coming in that you're gonna, it's almost like, it could be seen in the sense of like, it could be good news, but as a result of what it is, it might create some sort of like heartbreak. I feel like maybe a bit of like separation of some kind. But I feel that it is something that you need to do for you, okay? It's not about everyone else, is what I'm getting. There could be even like a misunderstanding here. Let's get more on this. Okay, it went upside down. So what fell on the floor was the Ten of Pentacles, but it didn't go upside down. I was mistaken. I feel like this has something to do with like a family dynamic, like a legacy. Maybe there's something that has to do with like domestic duty. So there's this incredible passion, okay, spark, like a go for it, something that like you could only dream of. And then I have needing to make a decision and maybe not having all the details. And so you don't have all the facts, so you don't know everything. You can't, maybe there's a bit of like, oof, I feel like there's so much I don't know. Am I gonna be able to do this? And I feel like here's the Magician to remind you that you have all the resources you need. You have the willpower, the influence. You're gonna be resourceful, intellectual. I feel like you're just gonna, go for it. I'm also getting like, there's this energy of, you've worked hard for this, you deserve this. This is something that you're wanting to invest in, like a great prospect. This could be like someone giving you some sort of like idea or assistance, or it's almost like something that you have built. I feel like there's something that's like different. There's something different about it. And I feel like because there's something different about it, it's almost like, it's like the seeker shall find, right? It's kind of like going on that quest and doing the research and, having things to accomplish along the path. And, sometimes the path takes us away from where we were. And so I feel like with the Three of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles, it talks about like the legacy, the family, the structure. So you might have you might be moving yourself in another direction away from the structures that you've known up until this point. And that might be sad. It might be heartbreaking. There could be even some like feeling loss as it relates to that. There could be like misunderstandings on like why you have had to move the way you've had to move. And there's something here that's like you're deeply in tune with, and you're on this path of discovery. And I feel like that's also being represented with this Ace of Wands. So it's interesting because it's almost like you're going to be, there's something coming that they want you to go for it. But I feel like it's going to have you in your head a bit, only because this is something that you've never done before, right? With the Magician. And I feel like it's going to take you into a different energy. Okay, this is requiring you to take like inspired action, all right, and lay this foundation. So you could like be studying magic or applying what you've learned, okay? And again, like this is going to upset people because I feel like there's something about like this family unit here, but it's like the structure. It's like the Matrix, right? A family legacy. Like, why would you leave this, right? Like everything's like wonderful over here. Or maybe this is what you're wanting to create for yourself. Or maybe there's a new path, new way of doing this. There's something about that. You might be creating this with someone else, someone new, a King of Swords. Yeah, you're creating this with someone new. And here's the thing, like you may have some sort of structure of this already, but I feel like once you start to open up, if you haven't already, right? I love you. I have it's safe for you to love. I have new love. I have honeymoon. All right. So I'm getting like, this is new energy, new passion for love and for life. All right. This is going to be like, oh shit. Yeah. Mind over matter. I feel like this person is like very logical. They're precise, they're candid, they're rational. This could have something to do with like legal matters. So mind over matter though. Let's get more information on that. This also can be like the patriarch of the family is going to be like heartbroken maybe, or someone who in your lineage, it might have something to do with a house. Maybe there was some sort of plans regarding this. Maybe they expected you to, you know, hold up some end of the bargain. But I feel like you might be going in a different direction as it relates to that. Look at pride before the fall. This talks about someone who's very like self-centered. Talks about like, you know, feeling disgraced or feeling some sort of affliction as a result of this, like they're taking it personal, something like that. Someone took something personal. Someone is vain, conceited, self-centered, narcissism, like doing things for the sake of it looking good, or, you know, being able to say, oh, I have this over here, right? There's something that's like rooted in vanity here. Okay, so I'm feeling like, you know, maybe somebody's, you know, there's a bit of needing to not be in that energy, you know what I mean? Like, that's not good energy. What are we trying to go here? It says good things take time, and to let things play out. Things are you're gonna persevere. I feel like there's a long-term plan. Things are going to harvest and ripen as well. So this is kind of like reaping what you've sown. Yeah. Okay. Well, okay. All right. We have strength. You're an invisible force. You're like a force to be reckoned with. Okay. Yeah. Goodness gracious. Yeah, they want you to follow your heart. Do what you love. Love what you do. I feel like there is this energy coming in that, you know, you're worth, going for. It says like tenderness, sweet things in life, innocence, and a soulmate. So I feel like, and then I see the Lovers. Okay, look at Queen of Swords, someone who's mentally strong, just like this King of Swords, right? Queen of Swords. And then we have the Lovers right here, okay? And then we also have, knowledge. And then we have the Six of Cups, okay? So some cool cards like, peeking, saying, psst, hello. Yeah, I feel like you're thinking about like doing things different, and maybe different than maybe how your family's done it. Whatever the legacy that they planned could be different from your plan. And I feel like you're going on a new direction, and I feel like you're not doing it from a place of like ego or vanity or anything like that. I feel like you understand that like the seeds you've been planting, they're long-term plans, and I feel like you're making wise investments. And so you understand that like whatever you're doing is going to require confidence and courage. And I'm getting that like you're following your heart and you're doing like what you love to do. I feel like this is you being in like your beautiful like psychic and intuitive and sensory and innovative and affectionate, loving, caring, kind person that you are. This is you being your most authentic self. This is the Knight of Cups. I do also feel that there's somebody who wants to be in this energy with you or exchange this energy, and it's an Emperor. So, if I'm reading to the feminines, this would be, releasing the ex, okay? They were codependent and are codependent. I feel like these are some things that you learned lessons on, and as a result, like, you're going to pay attention to the red flags. I feel like there could have been a need to, really work on, where are we holding trauma as it relates to our like religious, our belief systems, our family dynamics, our money wounds, things like that, abandonment. I feel like there's a lot in the mix here that like we're all working on. I feel like this is someone who's very protective, someone who's a father figure, someone who's action oriented. This also represents like the establishment. So you also could be going in a different direction as it relates to the establishment. You could very much be in your psychic energy, your art, like your art, your divine essence of love, right? Doing things with like kind-heartedness. This reminds me of like a childlike behavior. So beautiful. And then Six of Cups, bottom of the deck. So yeah, this is beautiful energy. Let's get another card or two. Ace of Coins, a new beginning, an offer coming your way. I feel like it's going to provide some sort of security. I feel like you can expect this in a few weeks. Celebrate and have fun this summer. So it could be happening in the fall. All right, this is again like perfect timing, divine timing, your timing. It says a union of opposites in moderation, being in harmony, peace. Talks about alchemy. You could be alchemizing things right now. Sounds like there could be a lot of things like in your awareness here. Okay, there could be like, just be careful like your mind doesn't like get away from you and create things from a place of fear. Like let things play out naturally is also what I'm getting. All right, there's a need to kind of like maintain your peace, especially when it comes to like whatever this family dynamic is. There's something going on here, right? So just kind of like realize that, it can be a challenge, right? It can be a challenge. But I feel like it's a challenge that you're going to persevere over, you're going to overcome, and you're going to choose yourself and, you know, what you're passionate about, your purpose. I feel like you're not wanting to live someone else's expectations of you. This is really like you putting your stamp on life and creating a legacy for yourself. You're not living someone else's legacy. Does that make any sense? That's what I'm getting. I'm getting that that's, you know, again, like paving it forward. Okay. Or maybe you're meant to carry on the legacy. So take that how it might resonate. I feel like, you know, there are more than one way to carry a legacy. Okay. So maybe there's also like some cycle breaking here that you might have done, right? It's almost like arguing with yourself. Like, you know, do I allow the old version of me to die and accept the new one? There's this like confusion. It also can be in the mind, like right and wrong and good or bad. And it's kind of like, like mastering the mind, mastering alchemy, mastering of self. So there's like this whole new situation playing out for you. And now it's about like really applying what you've learned. Okay, the magician is very resourceful and has a lot of tools at the magician's disposal. And so this is like tapping into, you know, what resources you have access to, whether it's, you know, magic or not, that's up to you. I do know that this is also represents a page of pentacles, a study of magic and being a great prospect. So you could be someone who's mentoring or being mentored, or you're going through some sort of, you know, further discovery, further mastery. There's like self-mastery here. So this could be, you know, now that you've mastered something, now, you know, this is about the creation of something and then working whatever that is. You know, there may not be a lot of respect when it comes to maybe what you do, because maybe there's a misunderstanding when it comes to what you do and how you do it. So it's like your family can't relate. And so that might be like what's at the center of this disharmony. I feel like it's okay. They don't need to understand what you do. That doesn't change what you're here to do, right? You're still going to do it. And so maybe they think what you do is for the sake of like pride and ego, but I feel like that's not why you do it. You do it because you have some sort of like, you're needing to plant these seeds because you're here to kind of, there's like this wisdom that you carry. And maybe not everybody like needs your medicine, but there are some that do need your medicine. And I'm getting like, you're not for everybody, you're for some. And it takes confidence, it takes courage, compassion, and self-belief to carry this out, because I feel like you're up against a lot of people who don't, okay? They don't feel that, you know, I feel like there's a lot of opposition for you. But I feel like you're not allowing this to affect yourself anymore. I feel like you're focused on like being in this loving energy with the Knight of Cups. Okay. And it's like, yeah, it's cool because like you're a leader, not a follower. Like your energy, your abilities, your spiritual abilities, like, you know, they're strong, right? You have strong psychic abilities. You're an invisible force. So I feel like whatever seeds you've been planting, you're letting it play out. You're playing the long game. Okay, there's things that you know that people can't see, to a sort. All right, so you are tuning into a frequency that not everybody else has access to or knows how to tap into. So you're also someone who can provide that kind of clarity for yourself and for others. But that doesn't mean that you don't get stuck in your head sometimes. I feel like you have the tools that you need in order to work through, to find the path. You've mastered that already. Okay? You've mastered that. You can manifest anything you want and need. However, you're responsible for what you manifest. So whatever you create, you're accountable for it, okay? And remember, like your mind, your thoughts, they create your reality. So if you're creating from a place of like low vibration, then there will be a pride before the fall. And it is based on like conceited, self-centered, show-offy, egocentric energy. I feel like someone is in that energy, okay? Or maybe there's this perception of you in this energy, but I feel like, you know, maybe that's a mirror for someone. Maybe they're seeing that in themselves, and maybe that's what they're doing. Like maybe they're not able to see it more than what they can perceive in their own reality, if that makes any sense. New beginnings, perfect balance being restored here, and then a pinnacle of success, summer solstice, really an amazing kind of energy here. Like have fun, celebrate your life, let go of control. And I feel like things are shifting in the next few weeks. I love this. So fun. Sorry, a little wonky. It's just been one of those days. So I hope you guys take care. Let's see what's over here. Page of Swords. It says thirst for knowledge, mental agility, think first. Okay, think first. And then this is about education too. So maybe like learning something new. Okay. I'm also getting someone could be watching you. Okay. They may see you as like someone who they learned from or watched. Look at relationships, love, union, thirst for knowledge. Yeah, I feel like you're spreading the love. Okay. You're spreading a new perspective. You're helping people on their path. Okay, if they so choose it. It's up to them. All right, I'll see you guys in the next reading.